Hi, Annette. Thanks for joining me today. Let's do the Thursday New York Times crossword puzzle for today. It's September 11th, 2025. The constructor is Gia Bosko. Will Shorts is the editor, and I'm John Appleseed, your host on the channel. We've got nearly a bisected grid. We do have one long vertical answer here in the middle, and then a couple shorter ones, 4 shorter ones that kind of keep the grid together. Okay, one across is city with a view of Mount Vesuvius. Naples, I think, is where Mount Vesuvius is. Not completely confident about that, but let's try it. 1 down, semi-aquatic amphibian. A newt if we're rebusing something. 2 down, resembling, akin if we're rebusing. 3 down, mom, dad, and sis, but not bro. 4 down, took a shine to, liked. 5 down, city west-northwest of Tulsa. Tulsa is in Oklahoma. There's a city in Oklahoma called Enid, which is often a crossword answer. 6 down, handles, sees to, maybe. So what is 13 across? Seinfeld roll, Elaine. And 15 across, handheld communication device. Walkie-talkie. Okay, so if we put WT in here for newt, then we could have walkie or talkie, depending if we're using the W or the T. So I kind of like that. Resembling could be Allah. And don't know what mom, dad, and sis are. 17 across, dangers in the hurt locker. That's about bombs or IEDs, improvised explosive devices. I don't know if that's appropriate for a September the 11th puzzle, but I'll let it slide. 7 across, minuscule in cutesy lingo. Teensy weensy. So maybe this is a TW, and then we put in teeny weeny, maybe. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. 16 across, get cranky with fatigue, maybe. I don't know, 14 down, lash mark. The mark of a whip or the mark of an eyelash, I don't know. 8 down, or 7 down is material with a coarse weave, and if it begins with a TW, then it could be twill or tweed. 8 down, long hyphen is an M dash or an N dash. I think the M dash is longer. 9 down, H, or that could be a Greek letter, eta. 10 down, grandma in Gloucester. Nan, they might refer to your grandmother as Nan in the UK. Steamy place. I don't know. And 12 down, you betcha. Came unglued. No, and 16 across, get cranky with fatigue. Let's try tweed and see if we have better luck with that. No. Longtime portrayer of TV's Captain Pierce, Hawkeye Pierce. Alda portrayed him on MASH. So 16 down is vices that are best abandoned. Nope. 14 down, lash mark. A welt would be a mark left by a whiplash. Went. Let's try N dash instead of M dash. Went ape for came unglued. A spa is a steamy place. We'll try teensy weensy with an SY ending, which was the last one I would have expected. You betcha, yep, and need a nap for get cranky with fatigue. Okay, vices that are best abandoned. No, 21 across, check out. To test something is to check it out. 19 across, jam. Nope, 28 across, microdosing substance. I think you microdose LSD, or one does. I never have. 31 across, Simpson, nay, Bouvier. I think that is Marge Simpson from the Simpsons, whose maiden name is Bouvier. That's what nay means. Anti-racist movement since 2013 for short is Black Lives Matter, BLM. Jam is a bind. I'm in a jam. I'm in a bind. 20 down. Dance pioneer Duncan is a Is it Isadora or Isador with an E? So mom and dad and sis are all palindromes. Bro is not. They're words that are spelled the same backwards and forwards. 32 down, organic fertilizer, guano, is what I think that is. So 39 across, marinara tomato, I guess that's a Roma tomato. 43 across, pair of words that are usually contracted are not, usually contracted to aren't. And 48 across, one laying a foundation could be a mason. So 39 down, butter from a farm, an animal that butts is what this is saying. A ram might butt you. Isadora with an A at the end, okay. Then palindromes, guano fits. 29 down is gray coat in the Civil War. The rebels wore gray, so put in Johnny Reb there. Back-to-back sporting events with a hint to the answers in the italicized clues. So doubleheader is a back-to-back sporting event, particularly in baseball. And these themed answers, I think, have 2 letters at the beginning. So we've got walkie-talkie and we've got teensy-weensy going in. And tweed is the material with the coarse weave, and newt is the semi-aquatic amphibian. I think that's what is going on today. 23 across, total could be to sum up, to total the amounts. Blowout could be a romp or a rout in one game of a doubleheader, maybe. 22 down, Leonard, who helped develop calculus. I don't know. 16 down, that's the vices. Nasty habits would fit. They are vices, best abandoned. So we'll put in route. Oh, this must be Euler. He's a mathematician I've heard of. He shows up on Cracking the Cryptic as a reference in Sudoku puzzles from time to time. That's how I know the name. 33 across, tick-borne affliction, informally. It's probably Lyme disease. 34 down, cassava is a melon. And 40 across, kind of surgeon, could be an oral surgeon who performs oral surgery. 37 down, plethora is a great amount of something or a lot of something. 30 down is briny. Bobbing along on the beautiful briny sea. From Red Knobs and Broomsticks. 30 across, a sound in a horror film, a shriek of horror. 24 down, Archangel in Paradise Lost. I think that's Uriel. 25 down, powerful ones have resolutions less than 0.1 nanometer. Microscopes maybe would have resolution, kind of imaging device. 26 down, something one might slice with a UE beginning, maybe, or maybe that's wrong. Treats as a sprain is ices, approves is okays. So the numbers total such and such amount, they sum to that amount. You might slice a tee shot in golf, I think. Then 41 across, high, or that's capital H, capital I, which is the state abbreviation for Hawaii. And a Hawaii high might be aloha. 42 down, dune buggy, in brief, could be an all-terrain vehicle, ATV. 47 across, lush, someone who drinks a lot as a sot. 45 across, curved shapes. Not sure, boas, like boa constrictor. 38 down, courtroom figures, could be district attorneys. Boas, I don't think that's a curved shape, is it? What am I missing? Bows. A bow could be curved shape, yes. Turner of rock is Tina Turner. Video surveillance letters, closed circuit television. 51 across, I Am Blank, a one-time reality TV spin-off. Don't know. 55 across, region of South Dakota. The Black Hills spring to mind, but it doesn't fit. 55 down, medieval entertainer. Don't know. 56 down, good rating for a bond. AAA. 57 down, non-combat region. In brief. A region. I don't know. 58 down, Cheney of politics. Dick Cheney's daughter, I think. Who is that? I don't know. 44 down, ready for an emergency, say. On guard. 52 down, youngest of the Bronte sisters. Anne is one that has 4 letters. 49 down, alternative to Gain. Gain is a laundry detergent, so Tide might fit there. 51 across, I am blank. Don't know that. Is this the sands, the tar sands? Is that something in South Dakota? 62 across, author who created Heffalumps and Woozles. Heffalumps and Woozles, and if you so choozles. Can't remember the song, but that's from Winnie the Pooh. I remember the animated musical number from the Disney version. What is a medieval entertainer? A jester or a troubadour is the only thing I can think of, and that doesn't fit. Flashiness. Okay, so we've got a double letter at the end here, the end of 55 down. Flashiness is what? With a double letter beginning. So it's a double word phrase. Razzle dazzle. Give 'em the old razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle 'em. So what would RD, a bard, would be a medieval entertainer. The Badlands of South Dakota, okay. On call, could be ready for an emergency. I am Kate, C-A-I-T. 58 down, Liz Cheney, yes, that's right. 57 down, non-combat region will be a demilitarized zone, DMZ. AAA for the bond reading. I am Kate, is that about Caitlyn Jenner, maybe? Not familiar with that show, but I guess I'll allow it. 46 down, time for a trip to the laundromat would be washing day. Wash day, maybe we've got another double letter in here somewhere. 53 across, out. Nope, 54 down, philosopher David, who wrote A Treatise of Human Nature. I think that's David Hume. And 50 down, guest freebies. Comps, maybe. That would give us shoe for 53 across, out. 59 across, nursery rhyme character known as Lilla Trilla in Denmark. Probably Humpty Dumpty. So another rhyming pair. We put in HD here, and that gives us wash day for when it's time to go to the laundromat. We put in comps for the free things to a guest, complimentary towel or whatever. 63 across, current measure of electrical current could be an ampere. 60 down, prefix with lingual or lateral, trilingual, trilateral. 61 down, blank blues, song on the Beatles' White Album. An answer with a salute. Well, like yes, sir, for that. Your blues. I'm not familiar with that title. Ampere looks right. Humpty Dumpty, wash day. That looks right. Your blues. Or the YER blues. I don't know. I guess I've never listened to the whole White Album. So maybe that one didn't get any radio play and why I don't know it. Okay, so I think we need to rebus in these letters. I don't want to use the rebus controls, but the software will allow us to put in just the first letter. So this is a TW. I'll just enter the T, and I think it'll take it. This is a WT, and we'll put in just the W. This is RD, so just an R goes in. HD here, so just an H. And that finishes it. And is there anything, we got a WT and a TW, an RD, and an HD. I wondered if maybe they spelled something or had something in common, but I don't think that's right. So, yeah, we had kind of a difficult puzzle today, a little bit hard to figure out. Newt was my first guess for one down, so I was already thinking about a rebus by the time when I started the puzzle. Then walkie-talkie kind of broke it open. We need to put walkie-talkie in there, and that gives us WT, and that turned out to be the case. Kate, I Am Kate is not a show I'm familiar with, so that was difficult for me. What else gave me trouble? Oh, Your Blues. I'm going to have to look that up and figure out what that is. I'll keep a little notebook of things I learned through crossword puzzles, and I'll have to add that to it. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. Please come back and join me for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.